ChriseanRock has gone into 3 fights since announcing that she is pregnant with Blueface's baby, even though he's denied it. And this is a hot mess. Let's talk about it. This is just first of all, both of them are freaking crazy. Both of them have problems. But it's clear she's she's the real problem in this situation. You know, to me, from the outside, it looks like drugs. It looks like alcohol, substance abuse. He's, said it's not that. This is that she's just crazy. And it could be that she might have some mental health issues. She might, I don't, not to say that, yeah, I'll just put it this way. She might have some mental health issues. She's from Baltimore, and Baltimore has a reputation. And she's just acting up. So let's look at this new fight. You know what? Before we even get into the new fight that she's in, let's go through the whole story, right? Let's look at the first, fight that happened at the No Jumper podcast that made everybody say, what the hell? Then we'll go into the pregnancy announcement. Then we will show this new fight. No, 2 new fights. So this is where it all started. Well, we've been hearing about them for months now. Just acting a hot ass mess. But let's keep going. Wait, how do I?
You call me a bitch. You always tell.
It was.
All right, you been a bitch. Like, oh, you call me a bitch. You always tell me when I'm a bitch. Why can't I tell you when you're a bitch? Okay, that's weird. You're trying to change the subject and play with me because I'm drunk. I'm not drunk.
Let me start again.
All right, you been a bitch. Like, oh, you call me a bitch. You always tell me when I'm a bitch. Why can't I tell you when you're a bitch? Okay, that's weird. You're trying to change the subject and play with me because I'm drunk. I'm not drunk. I'm lit.
Drunk. We don't think you're drunk.
I think I'm gonna finish it.
Are you not?
Usually when I talk, I'm used to shutting the fuck up, listening to what I'm saying, dissecting it, and then picking her part of
her truth.
Exactly.
I feel it.
Look at me. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here with you. Stop playing with me. We're sharp.
You can tell that he's really attracted to her. Like, he's stuck in there. He can't get out of this. And so you got to be careful who you give your heart to. Vet people.
I love you. You just talking in short and you trying to isolate me from that conversation. I love you. I'm sorry. All right, you been a bitch.
All right, so
it was.
Look, I'm gonna step out of this. Please stop grabbing me. Please don't grab me. I'm a man.
Okay, you're trying to
grab one of these bitches or something. Don't grab me.
You're acting like I didn't come with you.
Stop grabbing me. You're acting like you didn't come with me. Tiny, if you don't grab this bitch and body slam her, I will do it. I'm gonna grab her.
he said, if you don't grab this B and body slam her, I will do it. These people are getting into massive physical altercations with each other.
Don't let her back in this room,
It continues. Wait, hold on. Let me find the actual viral clip. Why did he scream like that? You can't even hear. Wait, hold on. You can't even hear the what do you call it? She hit that TV screen. She messed up that TV screen, man. Broke it. He's screaming, so you can't hear the impact, but it's pretty damn bad. And it just, honestly, nobody's gonna want them in their studio. This messes them up. I have all this equipment. I'm not gonna have people like that on my set. This messes them up professionally. Nobody, not just people say nobody in Hollywood wants them, and it's only the bloggers that are getting them on their sets. But this is way worse than that now. Nobody's gonna want them on their not even bloggers. Like, she went to Kai's house, and I can't remember what she broke, but she broke something, and she was off, like she was wasted, all of that. Okay, so there's another clip. Okay, this is a clip, I guess, when she announced that she's pregnant, or part of it.
ChriseanRock announces that her and Blueface...
Okay, no, we're not doing that.
Just to make sure. Oh, I'm so sorry. My goodness. Question. Oh, sorry.
No.
Looking at me. I got so scared.
Okay.
When you're pregnant, do you hear a heartbeat, or it be too early to hear one?
Hold on 1 second. I'll come talk to you in 1 second.
Okay.
Here, come take a seat.
Cause I hope I hear 3. Say no, 2. All my emotions are crazy. They just took my blood pressure and stuff like that. And the only reason I feel like I'm so overwhelmed right now is because I'm deciding to keep it, obviously. I'm gonna have a family. And we're gonna have the big baby shower.
She's acting like having a child is about having a baby shower. Like, they're like, if you just get that angry just by, I don't know, him talking about you and not talking to you in a conversation, and because you feel isolated, like your emotions are unstable and you don't have control, how are you gonna feel when a child is crying? Like, crying in the middle of the night when you're trying to sleep. How are you gonna take care of a kid? This is the kind of mother that you hear about in the room, or you hear about in the news, that leaves their kid, they're 5-month-old in the house for a week to go partying. This is the person we're dealing with. This is the person, and then goes to jail for child endangerment. This is the kind of person that we're dealing with here. But with her case, I think there's just a lot of alcohol, there's a lot of drugs, and it just like makes it 100 times worse.
Aww. So, yeah, pray for me with that. And then, yeah, we're going to do this ultrasound. Hopefully, it's 3 heartbeats. Please. I want 3 kids. All right, 2. I want even twins or triplets. Fun fact. Because that's how many I... All right, so...
It's crazy how Blueface is now denying her. You know, he's saying, you know, that's not, you know, he's not the father, and that she's been with 10 men, allegedly been with 10 men the past year, and then he's not the father, and he has to see a DNA test. I think it's really interesting because you hear a lot about how these men, once the woman gets pregnant, like it happened with like the baby. Like, first of all, when you're the girlfriend, they take you everywhere. They take, you know, it's fun, it's happy. As soon as you get knocked up, oh no, that's the baby mama. And that relationship, it has changed. So it's like, it's interesting because I feel like she thinks that she's trapped him. You know, she feels like she's trapped him and now she gets him forever. I think that's why she's doing this in a manipulative way. But I think for him, it's kind of like the excitement is lost now because he's trapped. And it's no longer the girlfriend, come with me everywhere I go. Now for him, it's probably like, oh, you know, the baby mama now. And it's going to be interesting to watch that play out.
All right. I got something to say. Okay, so Blue, Mr. Jonathan, we broke up. We broke up, whatever, you know, we break up every other week.
Another one of her rants, but let me play the fight. Okay, this is one of them.
This is for you.
Oh, hell no. No ads. Oh, come on. I have to just let this play. Can't be playing other people's ads. Skip. All right, there we go. What the hell? Who does that? We'll play that again. And then this is a street fight that she got into. TMZ posted it.
Stevie, shut the fuck up. He's getting dragged in the car. We just missed it. Shit. Wow, we were just... Wait. I thought it was... What is going on? She was just in front of us. How did we get here in this? He's going in another car. This is Blueface right here with these white stripes on his pants. Chrisean has the pink tracksuit on. I don't know. The bitch with the other pants, she was in front of us. I don't know what the fuck is going on right now. Stay here. You better not move. This bitch is on drugs. She's about to kill this bitch. And that's Blueface right there. Who is this girl with her titties out? She can't. This girl is like a man. She looks like she's crying.
You know, I don't know if you guys have heard the saying, can't be advertising TMZ. Hold on 1 second. I don't know if you guys have heard the saying that like, there are things, I can't remember how many things, but in your life that will affect your life forever, and be careful who you choose. One of them is the person you have kids with. Like, you have to be very, very careful who you have kids with. They will directly affect your success in life. You will be trapped with that person. And especially, I think, especially in the Black community in America, people need to learn to stop having children at a young age. That is, that's a free ticket to poverty. That's a free ticket to welfare. Yes, some people will get out of it, but for you to get out of that, that is going to be so freaking hard. The most important thing in business is leverage. Leverage. And you can leverage your youth, your free time, you know, and your ability to execute at a young age for a low price. That hunger and the free time that you have without a kid, you can leverage that into creating a big future for yourself. But if you have a kid at a young age, a kid will suck everything from you. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with kids. Have kids when you're financially ready. Have kids in a nuclear family. That's the structured way. So they are seeing money now. They're seeing fast money. They think that they got it because these antics is what is keeping her relevant and getting her paid. So she's continuing to just increase her name and her hype because she's getting more famous than him now, but she's benefiting more than he is. I think they have a reality show on Zeus Network, and like WAC 100 was like talking to her like, what the hell are you doing? You're messing things up. She's benefiting from this, but he's not. He's like actually a rapper. He has like one hit. He's actually a rapper. Bust Down Tatiana. And he has like one hit. And now like both of them are using this for clout, but it's gone so bad. And it's just kind of watching a train wreck, a reality show right in front of our eyes. And to me, this is so interesting because it's almost like the Kardashians are so irrelevant now because like all we can hear about is ChriseanRock and Blueface. We don't even hear about Kanye anymore. Like, where's some good Kanye news? We don't even hear about it. Anyway, so this is really interesting. Unfortunately, she's pregnant. This is going to be really traumatic for the kid. I really feel bad for that child. And I just can only pray because no child deserves to be born into this kind of danger. This woman was pregnant and she got into 3 fights in 1 week. You know, you see these videos online of parents, like child endangerment parents beating their kids when they're like 2 years old or one. It's horrific stuff. And you just wonder, is this like the person that we're dealing with? Is this what she's going to do? It's really sad. But let me know your thoughts anyway. Leave a comment down below. Try and stay out of, don't have kids until you're ready. Have kids with the right person. Be strategic. Freeze your eggs if you have to. be strategic. It's just not worth it. And you have to vet the people that you fall in love with. This is probably the most important thing I'm going to say. You have to vet the people that you fall in love with. Feelings are earned, right? We don't just give away our feelings to anyone that we see. Everybody must earn your feelings. And part of them earning it is you learning who they are. So a lot of people just kind of like jump into falling in love within the first like 3 months, somewhere in between that. But you don't know somebody in 3 months. You really don't know if the person's a serial killer, if they're a drug addict, if they're a woman abuser. So you can't just be giving out your feelings for free. And I know, like, it sounds crazy, but I feel like the older you get and the wiser you get and the more you get scarred, the more you're like patient. Feelings are earned. It's like reward. Like you see, okay, so you're not a serial killer. Okay. Oh, do you do therapy? Oh, great. You do. And I don't know if it's because I'm a writer and a filmmaker, but I have just like this ability to judge people and analyze people in a way that I can see all the 4 signs or the early signs of like toxic behaviors. But it's so easy for somebody to, jump into wanting to be in love and stuff like that because love is so beautiful. So it's easy to do that. But I just say, like, look, it's 2023. We cannot be catching feelings without vetting people. Catch flights, not feelings. Let feelings be earned. It's me, allowing myself, because I think that as you get older, you realize that you do have control over your mind and your ability to fall in love with somebody. And you can feel yourself falling in love, but because maybe you love the feeling of being in love, you kind of let yourself rush into it. And that's what they mean by fall in love. And I feel like you shouldn't fall in love. You should, you should walk into love, right? You should have that kind of control as you're paying attention, as you're vigilant, as you're learning the person. Take your time, because even though you take your time, you can still fall for the wrong person. But it's a mess. But basically, you're going to see signs if the person is a drug addict, you're going to know those things. Do you guys have the same value systems? Do you guys want to have the same sort of future? All these things, but just vet the people, please. 2023, we don't want more relationships like this, especially not in the Black community. It's just so shameful. It's so sad to watch this train wreck, and we're all laughing now. Well, I'm not laughing, but a lot of people are laughing now, and it's getting worse and it's worse, and it's so clear that she's so dangerous for him. And I think one thing I have to say is that if it was the other way around, like she was the man and he was the woman, people would be outraged. And I'm not on that manosphere stuff saying, oh my gosh, the double standard, men suffer most. That's not what I'm saying here, but I just think that we have to recognize when women are not always the victims and hold everybody accountable. And he's not perfect. He's not perfect at all, but I think she has displayed violence towards him in so many ways, and we've let it slide because she's a woman. And it's very clear from the outside looking in that she's potentially abusive to him. He's abusive to her too, but physically it seems like she's probably the initiator. So we all have to be very careful with celebrating somebody like this. And yeah, it's very problematic, but it is what it is. This is like, I don't know. But anyway, let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all the above. And yeah, I talked about financial literacy earlier. I have another channel called the University of Making Money, where I teach financial literacy, especially to underserved communities. So go check that out. And then you can also book a one-on-one call with me, for business strategy, content marketing, and all those things. But yeah, link down below, all links down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.